Hello everyone, it's Danzen here. So welcome to the day 6 of our 100 days of code challenge that held by Free Code Camp. Yesterday we are work on the guided project, which is calculate and print students' grades. It's awesome project and it's very interesting. You can just make the guided project with me. It's the combination of knowledge between day 1 to the day 4, but for now, day 6 guided project is still the same like yesterday, but the only difference is maybe the project is a little bit harder, which is the calculate final GPA. Okay, maybe we can continue to the link. Yes, so calculate final GPA. Okay, so yeah, let's read this passage first. Developer performs some tasks nearly every day. Tasks including declaring string and numeric variables, assigning and extracting values, and performing calculation are not only routine but essential. Equally important is the task of communicating result to the application user. Mastering the ability to apply this skill to solve a given problem is something that every developer must learn to do. I think this passage is a little bit the same like yesterday, day 5. Yes, of course, we know that developer has something to do every day, harder tasks than almost everyone, almost other roles of job, because that's how developers do every day. They got really important tasks like this one, something about a calculation. If you are math master, you're good to be developers. If you're an engineer, you can also be the developers, because I see some of the engineer can be the same role like developers. So it just depends on what you do and what you want. Suppose you're a teacher assistant at a university. You're tasked with developing an application that helps calculate students' grade point average. Okay, the application uses the students' grade and credit hours taken to calculate their overall GPA, grade point assignment, I think. Yeah, this one. Grade point average. Grade point average. You're also provided a required format for reporting the students' GPA. This module will guide you through the steps required to develop your GPA calculator application. So it's about GPA calculator application. Your code will declare and assign values to variables based on course information, perform various numeric calculation, and format and display the result. Okay, calculation include determining the sum of the grade points earned and total credit hours. Okay. So it's a little bit same knowledge. I mean, just use your own knowledge from the day 1 to day 4, which is this one. Write your first code. This is talking about the hello world, how to print stuff, and then comments. Also some theory about what is C#, the syntaxes and how it works. And then the second day, store and retrieve data using literal and variable values, is about what kind of data types you want to put in the variables, also the variables values. You can just make variable instead of data types. Also the third day is talking about the something like interpolation, which can combine between strings like literal values, literal string, or not just interpolation but concatenation, which using the plus sign is available in this theory, not theory, I mean in these guidelines. Okay, so also in the fourth day, perform basic operation is about the calculation, about math, the basic operation like addition, subtraction, and so other things. Okay, but this model is a little bit different because my code, your code will declare and assign values to a variable based on course information. Perform various numeric calculation like in the day 4, and format and display the result. Don't forget to format and display the result. You know how to display, right? In the day 1 we already learned about that. Okay, calculation include determining the sum of the credit points earned and total credit hours. Okay, determining the sum is just the same concept. It's just like the same concept like yesterday. We sum some grade assignments, grade, and then we continue to average them with the division sign, with the division concept. Okay, and total credit hours. Okay, to display the result in the required format, you'll need to manipulate a decimal value to display a total of 3 digits. Required format. Okay, so this is the required formats. You have to, so the total is 3 digits. You will also use console write line methods as well character escape sequence that help you to format your result. We learned about the escape sequence in the day 3, I think. Yeah, day 3. Escape sequence like backslash and that appends new line. Backslash, in the backslash then you can put actually the backslash inside of the quotes, and that's it. By the end of this module, you'll be able to write code that use various variable types, perform numeric calculation, and display formatted data for the user. So our learning objectives for this module is work with variables to store and retrieve data, perform basic math operation just like yesterday, and day 4 and day 5 is about math. I think we can already master it in this unit because this is the final module for the part 1 of C# Foundational by Microsoft. Yeah, I think if you got until this point, and if you willing to finish it right now, you will get a trophy, kind of achievement that you can flex it to your friends or just maybe for your progression, and of course for your knowledge. That is the best. Okay, prerequisites. So beginner. Okay, syntax, you know what is syntax in C#. Okay, math operation, unless you miss the day 4 and day 5. Beginner level experience. Basic data is in the day 2. It should be easy. concatenation and string interpolation. This is about string formatting. In the day 3 we already talked about it. So without further ado, let's just ahead to the next unit. So our preparation before the guided project. You'll be using the net editor as your code development environment. You will be writing code that use string and numeric variables, perform calculation. Okay, and then format and display the result to a console. Use string, numeric variable, perform calculation. Basically, just like previous guided project. This one, calculate and print student's grade. This is just the same, bro. Grade. Yeah, actually the same. Final grade point average, print students grades. And actually at the end of this guided project, I had to average is as well. So it might be the same, maybe just a little bit harder and more complex. Just let's see. I haven't done this yet, so it will be fun. Do you think programming is fun? I don't know. You're different. Okay, so let's see the overview here. You are developing a student's GPA calculator that will help calculate students' overall grade point average. The parameter for your applications are you're given the student's name and class information. Okay. Student's name. This is student's name and class information. Where's the class? I don't see any class here. Maybe this one. This is course or class. Maybe class, computer science, psychology, biology, algebra, English. Okay, each class has a name. Where's the class? Each class has a name, the student's grade, and the number of credit hours for that class. So this is the credit hours column. Your application need to perform basic math operation to calculate the GPA for the given student. So this is Sophia Johnson is the given student in the code snippet. Your application needs to output or display the student's name, class information, and GPA. To calculate the GPA, multiply the credit value for a course by the number of credit hours for that course. Multiply. So for example, for English course, you need to actually multiply the grade grade 1 and credit hours. So 4 multiplied by 3 is equal 12. So English points, that means she got 12, and we still don't even know what will be the GPA at the final points here. Let's just check it out. Do this for each course, then add this result together. Divide the resulting sum by the total number of credit hours. So this must be the output. Our task is make the input. Okay, I'm still divide the resulting sum by the total number of credit hours. Where's the sum, do you mean? Oh, multiply first. Okay, I see there. This for each course, then add this result together. Okay, and each course you have to sum it all, and then divide the resulting sum, divide all by the total number of credit hours. So this should be sum it all as well, but only credit hours. So the resulting sum should be divided by the total number of credit hours. Oh, okay, I understand it. Setup. Open the net editor. Yes, I did. Copy and paste the following code into the net editor. These values represent the student's name and course details. Sophia Johnson, like this one. Okay, now the course 1 name, course 2, course 3 until course 5. Also the credit. And where's the grade? Where's the grade? I don't see any grade here. Okay, maybe in the next unit. Now you're ready to begin the guided project exercise. Good luck. Whoops, I think I forgot the timer. Okay, there you go. Wait, maybe a connection issue. Okay, let's reload this. Go to the next unit. Exercise. This is the real exercise after you set up. Oh, I forgot to copy this. Okay, copy string. Okay, integer. Okay, fine. In this exercise, you will begin setting up variables needed to calculate a student's GPA. So let's get started. You need to have completed setup instruction in the previous unit. Prepare before you begin this exercise. Yes, I did some copy here. I just missed the grades. I don't see any grades value here. I think in this unit we will see the grade values. Okay, create variables to store the grade values. Oh, I see this one. Grade values. In this task, you will identify the numeric equivalence for the student's earned letter grade. Then you will declare variables to store the numeric grade value for each class. The numeric equivalents are represented as whole number, so you'll be using the integer data type to store the values. Okay, let me read a little bit about this for understanding. So it's about the numeric equivalence. For example, if Sophia Johnson has a score of 90 and the instruction of the code that if Sophia Johnson got a score more than 90, the 90 will be converted to A. But if she got a score below the 90 or above the 80, that means she will get B grades. And if she got the score below the 80, she will get C grade points. Maybe something like that. But let's see here. Review the following. Wait. Then you will declare variables to store the numeric grade values for each class. The numeric equivalents are represented as whole numbers, so you'll be using the integer data types to store the values. So numeric equivalent. Okay, then you'll declare a variable to store the numeric grade. Declare the variable here, or like this one. Grade A equal to 4, grade B equal to 3. Ensure that you have the net editor open. This one is always open, and that you have the variables prepared with the student's name, course names, and credit hours. So let's see the preparation here. Student's name, okay, available. Course name is okay, it's available. Credit hours is also available. The only not available here is just the grades. Okay, in the prepare unit for this guided project module, the setup instruction, have you copied student course information into the editor? Yes, I did. If necessary, go back and complete the setup instruction. No, I don't need that. Review the following grade numeric equivalent values, like A equal to 4 grade points, B equal to 3 grade points. Okay, the third one is scroll down to the bottom of your code and create a new blank line. Okay, create a new blank line, and to declare an integer variable for its numeric grade value. So we have to make a new one for grade things, but still using the integer. Grade B equal 3. What about the grade C? We still don't have any clue. We don't need, actually we don't need a grade C here, because Danzen doesn't have score below 3, like 2, like 1, unless Johnson's friends, maybe some of them get score under 3. Maybe we can make grade C if in that case. Okay, notice fixed values are used to represent the numeric grades. This technique helps make your code easy to understand and help you prevent typos if you need to enter different grades repeatedly. Values for grade C, D, and F are omitted for now since they are unused. So yeah, like I said before, C, D, F. Maybe C is equal to 2, D is equal to 1, and F is equal to 0. I don't think anyone have reached D, even F. F is 0. You will be dropped out if you do that. Wait, what this technique help you make your code easy? Wait a moment. Not this fixed value are used to represent the number. What do you mean by fixed values? This one is fixed values. Oh, I see. This one is the fixed values represent the numeric grades. These techniques help make your code easy to understand and help to prevent typos if you need to enter different grades repeatedly. Okay, I understand that. Review the student's grade for each course. Yes. So BBAAB. Not this one. You'll be using this information to create variables that will store the numeric grades values for each course. To create variables that will store the grades for each course, enter the following code. Okay. Wait, let me see. I think I missed something here. So the credit hours. This one is the credit hours. So I think I will just delete this, or maybe no. Oh, I see there. You need to put this, these two lines, grade A and grade B. Grade A is equal to 4 and grade B is equal to 3. Because this variable is very versatile, as you don't need to change it manually. You just need to change it in this line. Like if you want to change the grade A is equal to 90, it's okay. And what is the effect? The effect is all of the grade A variables will be changed to 90 immediately without you having to touch each of this manually. You just need to change this once in the grade A section. So just imagine, let's say if I remove this one, I will delete this. Okay, and then I place, for example, this one is grade A to 5, this one is 5. Can you imagine if there are like course 1 to course thousands of grades? What will be happen if there are like hundreds of grade A? You just like this one. Do you think you want to change all of them manually? Like if you want to change the grade A to 7, I have to change it to 7, all of them. It's very tired here. 7. Who wants to do that? That is not very efficient. That's not how programmers talk to us. So this is the usefulness of variable. You will be helped a lot by make some variables. It's okay if the data is still small, but in the future we don't know the future. Maybe from 5 lines it can be thousands of lines in the future. Like if you are in the professional job, you usually will do some code like thousands or maybe 10,000s. I don't know. But the important thing is just you need actually make the variables, and don't forget to type the data types. Yeah. So yeah, variables, just like math, you need the variables. Alright, to display the course name along with the numeric grade, enter the following code. Okay, now is the display section. This one is the grade section. Now is the display with its formatting. Okay, so here we already have the display format, which is right line, and with the interpolation method, like course one name. This one is course one name, and then course one grade. Okay, see there. So English 101 will be applied in here, and then the grade A, course 1 grade is equal to grade A, and course 1 grade is equal to 4. Yeah, so that means this line will print or will have an output of English 101 4. That's it. The same applies in the bottom one, course 2, course 3, course 4, and course 5. That's it. So why don't we just run the green button? Yeah, like as I said, English 101 have a grade of 4. You just convert this. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Why course 1 grade? Course 1 grade is 3. Why course 1 grade is equal to 4? This doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense for me. Why course 3 credit? Oh, I see. This one is credit. Sorry, this one is credit, not grades. A moment. So yeah, great. This one is credit hours, and we don't have any numeric values as an input in grade section, so just immediately convert to grade A and B. Okay, see there. All right, wait a moment, where is my code? Oh, I see. I missed the code. Let's just copy it back. Don't forget this one. And then the grade section, the display format section. And is there anything else we miss? Oh yeah, I see. The course credit. The course credit inside the curly braces. Okay, take a moment to consider the current output and the final output of your application. In the final output of your application, you want to display the class name, grade, and credit hours. This is a good time to add the credit hours into your print statements. Okay, the final output of your application, you want to display the class name. Okay, class name. Where's class name? Class name available. Grade. Grade is also available here. Credit hours still not available. It should be like this, just adding more one column here. Okay, I see there. Like this one. We just need to change the numbers manually. Okay, perfect. Not perfect. I did miss something here, and the C capital. Okay, the display should be the same here. Okay, no issue. If your code displays different results, you'll need to review your code to find your error and make updates. Run the code again to see if you have fixed the problem. Continue updating and running your code until your code produces the expected results. Okay, be sure not to delete any of the code you have written so far. You'll build on this code in the next exercise. So we will build more code, okay, in the next unit. So what it will be? Okay, head to the next unit. If you have understand this one is just one of example students, with one student have a lot of data like this. So as you can see, one single line of student have like 24 data here, 23 lines here. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, around of that. Okay, let's continue. In this exercise, you will calculate and store the total number of credit hours. Okay, previously we just formatting this one, the course credit, the grades. Now we are ahead to the calculation unit. Calculation things here. You calculate and store the total number of credit hours. So yeah, this, I think we have to make a variable to sum all the course credit from course 1 credit to course 5 credit, and that will be total number of credit hours and the total grade points earned for each course. These values will later be used to calculate the GPA. Since both the credit hours and grade values are represented as whole numbers, you'll store the sums using the integer data types. Okay, these values will later be used to calculate the GPA. Okay, we will think about the GPA calculation later, but for now is summing all the credit hours and the total grade points. Okay. Create variables to store the average. Recall that to calculate student's GPA, you need the total number of credit hours and the total number of grade points earned. The grade points earned for a course is equal to the product of the number of credit hours for that course and numeric grade values earned. For example, like 4 is multiplied by 3 equal 12. So credit, wait a moment here. In this task, you will create the variables to store values that needed to calculate the GPA. You will create variables to store the sum of the total credit hours for each course, and another variable to store the sum of the grade points the student earned for each course. Okay, so in the net editor, locate the console write line statement that are used to display the course information. The console write line is here, it's available. Create a blank code line above the console write line statement. So lines 22 until 24. On the blank code line that you create, to create a variable that will store the total number of credit hours, enter the following code. Okay, just copy, no need to copy, just type manually. Credit hours. Yeah, this one is for this matter. Course 1 credit, 2 course 5 credits, submit all, and this will be the result. Notice that the total is initialized to 0. This initialization allows you to increment the sum while keeping your code organized. To increment the sum, to represent the total number of credit hours, enter the following code. Oh, I see. Why don't you just don't do like this one, like plus 2 until 5? Why don't you just do like this? This needs 5 lines. Yeah, this need actually 5 lines for that. To increment the sum, to represent, enter the following code. Let's see. We still have the output here because we still haven't put the data inside of the console write line method here. So recall that the addition assignment operator is shorthand notation to add value to a variable. Plus equal. This line of code have the same result as adding each course credit of variable on one line. For example, yeah. It should be like this. We can just make it like this, and it will be fine because the total credit hours is not equal 0, but you need to actually make some calculation in here. How about this one? Total credit hours plus course 1 credit. This one and these lines is the same thing, I think. To create a variable that will store the total number of grade points earned for each course, enter the following code. So wait. I prefer to use this because it's only one line. Very simple. Instead having the 5 lines inside of the code, I don't like to have many lines, except if you want to flex it to your friends that doesn't know anything about the programming. to create a variable now grade points section. Okay, to create a variable that will store the total number of grade points earned for each course, enter the following code. Okay, as usual, just like the total credit hours, I think you need to actually, but we don't have an, oh, we have the grade numeric values here. So the total grade points will be the same like this, I think, or you need to maybe multiply it first. Let's see. To increment the sum by the grade points earned for this, for the first course, enter the following code. Okay, total grade points plus equal course 1 credit multiply by course 1 grade. So course 1 credit, where is it? Course 1 credit, here it is, and course 1 grade. Don't forget to multiply between the credit and grade, as the unit 2, I remember that unit 2 is asked to me that you need to actually multiply the credit and grade 1, because will be the process of finding the GPA. Recall that the grade points earned for a course is equal to the course credit hours multiplied by the earned grade. Total grade points. Okay, I see. In this line of code, you use the compound assignment operator to add the project course 1 credit multiplied by course 1 credit to total grade points. I see there. Let's just copy this. Wait, I will just copy this first. Don't forget you have the integer activated, and copy this. Oh, I missed this one. I have to actually put the integer total credit hours equal to 0, and we can just remove this one safely. And the same thing apply in here. In the total grade points, you have to declare the total grade point variable first. As a 0, it's fine, because in the next line you will be manipulating it, because it will not become 0 anymore, like this one, and add more numbers of total grade points here. So yeah, also my question, nothing. Okay, take a minute to review your code. Wait, you break down the problem into manageable pieces rather than trying to calculate the GPA in one large operation. First, you initialize and calculate the value of total credit hours. Then you initialize and calculate the value of total grade points. Afterwards, you will use these values in your final calculation. Now that your code is calculating value of total grade points, let's verify that your calculations are correct before continuing. It's important to stop and check your work periodically. Checking your work early in the development process will make it easier to locate and fix any errors in your code. So let's just oh yeah, I forgot the console write line here. So yeah, copy, and don't forget that. To display the value, total credit points and total credit hours, enter the following code, maybe in the bottom. Wait, yeah, is it right in the bottom? Let's just position in the same line like here. Okay, I think we can run the code here. Check your work. Yes, check your work. Is the output correct? Oh, I see. This one has the same lines, 5 lines, but you just use the 5 lines concept here. Why don't you just try to use only 1 line? Because it looks more simple and neat. This is just the increment, right? Plus equal. So after this, it will be sum to the next line. It will sum to the next line, sum again, and sum again, and that will be the final result. It's the same thing like 1 line, course 1 credit, 3 plus 3 equals 6, 6 plus 4 equals 10, 10 plus 4 equals 14, 14 plus 3 equals 17. Yes, this is the result. Yes, the same thing apply in here. So nothing, I guess nothing to worry about it. So be sure not to delete any code that you've written so far. You will be on this code in the next exercise. So what I have to do in the next exercise? Okay. In this exercise, you will calculate the final GPA and modify the console output to achieve the desired reporting format. So the final GPA, okay, the GPA is equal to the sum of the total grade points divided by the sum of the total credit hours. So total credit hours here will be not this. This is as I forgot the name, dividend divisor, dividend and divisor, dividend. Oh yeah, total credit hours is as a divisor and total credit points is dividend. So total credit points will be divided by total credit hour as the guidelines stated. Okay, let's calculate the final GPA. In the net editor, locate the console write line statement that are used to display the course information. Remove the following code from the previous exercise. Where is it? Oh, this one. Total credit points. Okay, all of them using the interpolation right before the quotes. That's interesting. I basically like interpolation concept. It's very simple and efficient. And since you have verified your values are correct, this line is no longer needed. Yes, exactly. This is just let the user at the moment to know, like me. But we need to actually find the real GPA. So this will be useless because we will calculate the total grade points and total credit hours with the grade points will be divided by the credit hours. So this will be useless, and we will make the new console write line, which is the new variable, I think. So this one is the new variable. Okay, I see there. Okay, on the blank code line that you created to initialize a variable that will store the final GPA, enter the following code. So this one, grade point average, is the new variable, but using the decimal. Okay, because this one is average. Of course, it's related to decimal. Average is I commonly see the average thing is always using the decimal, because if it's integer, it's just not accurate. Okay, total grade points divided by total credit hours. Okay, take a moment to consider data types you have dividing. Okay, let's just put it in here as a replacement of the console write line of total grade points and total credit hours output. And then when you want the result of division calculation to be a decimal value, either the dividend or divisor must be of type decimal or both. Okay, also don't forget, I think suffix, maybe suffix, or maybe cas operator here. Yeah, cas operator. Yeah, I forgot that. Dividend or divisor. Dividend, divisor. Okay. When you use the integer variables in the calculation, you need to use the cas operator to temporarily convert an integer to decimal, because total grade points is still considered as integer and still not decimal if you not put the cas operator here, and it has the same data types for total credit hours. It's still integer and it's not considered as a decimal, so that's why you need to put the decimal here. And then what I have to do the next point is navigate to the last console write line statement and create a new blank code line after the last statement. Last console write line, where is it? So this one. Okay, I think we have to make a new line of code to make the new console write line for, I think this one, grade point average. Yes, it is. So let's just type it manually. Console write line, interpolation, don't forget that, and then final GPA, curly braces, open bracket, curly braces, grade point average, yes. To view the result, select run, compare to your application output with the following output. Yes, let's run this. Wait, there is an error here. I forgot the closing bracket. Yes, exactly what I expected here. So wait a moment. We got 57 and 17 is 57 is divided by 17 should be equal to 3.35294 and so on. Okay, format the decimal output. Because this one, the final GPA values, it has so many numbers and it looks not neat for me. I think you have to truncate some of them into a simpler version of the final GPA value. Okay, you may have noticed the decimal result contains many more digits than a standard GPA. In this task, you will manipulate the decimal GPA value so that only 3 digits are displayed. What do you mean 3 digits? Oh, 3.335. 3.35. Okay, I see there. Ultimately, you want to display the first digit of the GPA, a decimal point, followed by the first 2 digits after the decimal. You can achieve this format by using variables to store the leading and trailing digits respectively, and then printing them together. Using console write line, you can use the math operation you learn to extract the leading and trailing digits. So, do you remember how to truncate the so many of digits here? Let's just me guess. Okay, grade points. What about if I put the decimal here? What will happen? Not decimal, wait. What about if I put integer here? It will be just a single character here. So it's not 3 digits as the guidelines ask to me. The guidelines ask to me, you have to put at least 3, not at least, should be 3 digits. So integer is not the choice, maybe. What about double? Double still the same. What about float? Float is still the same, a little bit shorter, but it still has for 8 digits. So what I have to do? Okay, on the blank, wait, the time is up, I think, but let's just continue a little bit for this one. On the blank code line you created to initialize a variable that will, okay, create a blank code. Let's remove the any cast operator here, we don't need that for now. I'll create a blank line above the console write line statement. So here, make a new one on the blank code line that you create to initialize a variable that will store the leading digit of the GPA. Enter the following code. So integer leading digit, what is it for? Leading digit purpose, what is it? So integer grade points, let's just copy, no, not copy. So it start with integer and then grade point average. Okay, don't forget the semicolon. Notice that to extract the leading digit from the decimal, you're casting it to an integer value. Wait, what about leading? Sorry. This is that to extract the leading digit from the decimal, you're casting it to an integer. This is a simple and reliable method. It to an integer value. This is simple because reliable method, because casting a fractional value will never round up the result, meaning casting a fractional value will never round up. Remember that. So even though the value is 2.99, it will not be round up to 30 to 3.00. Okay, if meaning if the GPA is the casting decimal value to an integer will result in 2, not 3. I know in the mathematics, 2.99 is equal to 3 because it will round up automatically if you integer will result in 2. Okay, I see there. Leading digits. what I have to do here. What if I divide by 10? Oh, sorry. I just delete that one. I mean, what if I make a new leading digit here? I'm just curious what will happen. Okay, let's open curly braces and close curly braces here. Wait a moment, I think I got wrong. Let's just put integer here. Three not that I want. What if I put something here? Let me try again. So if you want to take the 10 or 100, I mean this one is for this and this one is for hundreds behind the decimal. Can an MDC convert type decimal to integer? And next convert, are you missing a cast? Decimal. Where's decimal? 35. Okay, see there. What about decimal? Still the same thing. Let's just see the code snippet here. To initialize a variable that will store the first two digits after decimal, enter the follows code. Okay, so integer first digit, grade point average should be multiplied by 10 and then have a modulus of 10. So there will be a remainder there. Okay, let's just copy this. Wait. I don't need this one, maybe. So integer leading digit, grade point average, integer first digit, point average is multiplied by 10. What is the grade point average once again? The grade point is this one, is times by 10 and then modulus by 10. So there will be a remainder there. Okay, I see. In the first half of this operation, you move the decimal one place to right and cast it to an integer. And the second half, you use the remainder or modulo operator to get the remainder of the division by 10, which also isolates the last digit in the integer. Here's an example. Suppose grade points average equal to 2.994573. Then performing the operation on these values will result in the following steps. Okay, so this one is the next steps is integer. Okay, let's copy this. What will be the result here? Oh, sorry, it's the first digit is already declared in here. Why do you need so many of them here? Okay, so 2.9 multiplied by 10, the same concept like this. As the resulting value of first digit is 9. Next, you will apply the same operation to retrieve the second digit. I mean, this is just like an output. This is just a comments. This is just the process. You don't need to actually put it in the inputs here, because this is how it will work. Like the grade points, we have, where is the grade points? Okay, 3. Okay, 3. So it times it multiplied by 10. Okay, it will become 33, and 33 is modulus, have a modulus of 10. Then the remainder 33 and 10, it will become 3. Okay, it will become 3. So the second, I mean the 10 behind the decimal can be taken into the console write line. So yeah, this is a very smart trick. Next, you'll apply the same operation to retrieve the second digit. Okay, on a new plain code line, enter the following code. Okay, don't forget the second digits. The same applies, but we multiply it by 100 because we want to take the 5 or hundreds after the decimal. We want to take this one, so we need to simply just multiply it by 100, so it becomes 335, and then we got a modulus here. So the remainder of 335 and 10 is 5. So we can take the 5 and it will be assigned to the second digit. So the first digit is assigned as 3 and the second digit is set to 5. So very clever, very smart trick, and it will be useful in the future if you want to use this concept or method. Okay, let's check my work here. Check that your code is similar to the following. Okay, I think it's similar here. Total growth points. Decimal. Okay, here we see the decimal. Okay, it's fine. Grade point average, it's fine. And oh yeah, don't forget this one. We forgot that we have the console right hand here. I think I did that concept. I did that method before, like leading digits and then point, and then we got first digit and the second digits as the guidelines, as the what is it, as the challenge asked to me that you can only put 3 digits on the final GPA score. Okay, so let's check it out. So yeah, we got the 3 digits here, one before the decimal and 2 digits after the decimal. Okay, let's see. To verify your code is working as expected, compare the output of your application with the following output. Yes, it's the same. If your code displays different result, you will need to review your code to find your error and make updates. Run the code again to see if you have fixed the problem. Continue updating and running your code until your code produces the expected result. Be sure not to delete. Okay. So yeah, until now, let's take a break. We already cut beyond the time very far. All right. Okay, let's back to the next unit, which is format the output using escape character sequence. Okay, as you can see here, the output is still so messy. Okay, it's still not formatted so well that we need to format it ourselves using the escape character sequence, and it will be aligned one by one and very clean formatting using the escape character sequence. So let's see this in format the console output. Okay, in this task you'll update your code to apply the finishing touch to the reported output. You will start by including the student's name and adding a header row that includes the column label. In here we don't see any column, like it's still very messy, like 3334 C. What is C? So yeah, it's still not formatted very well. After that you will use the character escape sequence to add extra padding between the column of information. So it must have a padding. Like if you learn in CSS is a very good example for format stuff for HTML and JavaScript. We are actually learned the JavaScript in the previous unit, but now we are like learning the CSS, which is about the formatting. Or maybe HTML because it's more structure, but CSS is more decoration. Okay, on the blank code line about the console write line statements, where is it? Oh, here it is. Add student's name, enter the following code. Okay, don't forget that. Students, where student, the name of the student is Sophia Johnson. So yeah, student name variables will be inside of this interpolation expression, and then don't forget to add the new line with this, what is this, escape character. Okay, let's just copy this console write line. Student name will be in here, and the next one will be the new line. Notice that you are including new at the end of the text in the perform basic string formatting with C#, which is on our day 3 learning. We learned about this. You learned that an escape character sequence will cause a new line to be created. Yes, of course, the location of the escape sequence is important. In this case, the "and" is at the end of the information that you want to write to the console. So the new line will be added after student name is displayed. The new line will be added after the student name. Yes. So let's see. Yes, what if we remove the line? So this one will be gone. Let's see. Yes, it is. So let's just give it back the new line escape. Okay, create a plain code line after the previous console write line statement. Okay, here it will be in here, and then on the blank code line that you create to add header for course information, enter the following codes. So yeah, course tab grade tab credit hours. Okay, so using tab is much more clean rather than just using space, because tab is equal to 4 characters, and whatever you put some characters there, the first tab will be exactly on the 4th character. The second tab will be exactly on the 8th character. The third tab will be on the 12th characters, exactly and very precise. So just copy this course. Okay, yeah, it's very clean because this one computer science is a bit longer. We need to align the course until the longest course name, which is the computer science. So this one, create, let's start from the tab 3 is already perfect. Oh, let me see, there are 4 tabs, so 12 characters, not 12, 16 characters is skipped in here, so the total of characters are 16. Okay, understandable. Notice you're adding 4 tabs after the course name. The extra tab stops will allow extra space for a longer course name. To format your output as aligned column of text, replace the spaces between words with the T escape sequence as follows. Okay, console write line, course name, so triple T and double T here. Why? So we need just to replace this one because we need to align all of these. Course name should be in the first column here, right below the course. The course 1 grade should be right below the grade column, and credit should be here. Okay, credit hours. Okay, so looks perfect. You have to try it yourself, because if you just have a mistake in here, like you remove the T and you just put only double T here, the result will be like this. It will not align very well and looks a bit messy. So that's why you have to try and retry it again until it's perfect to be looked at. So it will be like this. Just always try and retry until you see the position is already good position, and then you can continue on the next step. Okay, the T escape sequence will insert a tab stop between the text items. This tab stop should result in left aligned column of information. Notice that you reduce the number of tabs for course 4. Where is course 4? Yeah, like this one. If you just put, because for course 4 is the longest name amongst the others, if we put triple tabs here, it will be comes, yeah, actually it has the same function. It has the same character skips, which is 12 characters will be skipped. The computer science from the I to 3 is skipped by 12. It has the same spaces, but for alignment matter, you want this one 3 is aligned right below the grade, so that's why you need to remove one by one of the tabs escape character here. So let's remove one. Okay, it's skipped by 8. We need to remove one more, so it reduced the number by 4. So yeah, that's how it works. Okay, let's see this. This difference is because the course name are longer than the others. In the previous step, you added extra steps after the course name column to keep spacing consistent for both long and short course names. So if it's shorter, you need to put more tabs, escape characters here. And if it's longer, then you need to put shorter tabs here. Just like that. To add padding to the final GPA result output, update the code as follows. Where is it? It will be in the very bottom here. Final GPA, yes, this one is still not formatted very well, because we need to format more, like these tabs. The result numbers scores should be right below the grade, maybe. And yeah, it should be have a padding here right below the psychology, so it has a new line that has nothing in here, so just a gap between psychology and the final GPA to indicate that this final GPA is the final score. So let's just copy this and wait, let me just put it manually for knowing what is added and what is removed. I think there's no one removed here, just adding some contents here. So yeah, this will be the output. Okay, looks perfect. Okay, in this thing, okay, let me check my work. Is it the same like this? Course credit, okay, grade A. The only difference is total credit hours, doesn't matter here. Grade points, okay, fine. Leading digits means the first place here, right below, right before the decimal, and first digit and second digit right after the decimals. Okay, console right line. Okay, student name, colors. Okay, I think it looks, wait, doesn't seems correct here. The spacing, wait a moment. What about I remove some space here? It will be correct. Wait, why? The final GPA? Why his result is, wait, let me copy this. What if I replace that one? No, the input and output seems doesn't correct as well in the code snippet here, because it has space here, but the numbers here is still not skipped by one space. The code snippet should be like this, because it has space here. So the correct one, if you want the output to be like this, the way you do is to remove the space here, and all will be fine. There you go. Okay, if your code display different result, you need to review your code to find your error and make updates. Run the code again to see if you have fixed the problem. Continue updating and running your code until your code produces the expected result. So next unit is about the knowledge check. Suppose decimal grade points equal to 3.998728331M. Suffix here. What is the value of cache operator integer? So grade points is converted from decimal to integer. So this one will be converted to integer. So if you see on the, well, let me check again this one. I remember that there is some useful information here. Not this one, I think. Not here. I think this unit. About round one, rounding. Not here. From the decimal. I think here, this unit. Yeah, this one. We need to make sure that we read this, because casting a fractional value from decimal to integer, meaning if the GPA is 2.99, casting a decimal value to an n will result in 2, so it will not round up. Yeah, 3.99 will not be rounded up to 4 because this not the same concept like math, as you know, because this is a purely programming which has some different syntax, different rules, even though that it has correlated with math. But for this context, decimal converted to integer, the result will be 3. Okay, so the way they do is they just truncated all of these numbers right after the decimal and just store the leading units, the leading digits here. So 3 is the correct answer. Okay, in the following code, decimal x equal to 7 divided by 5. Why does x equal to 1? Where is x? So x is considered as decimal, yes. So it must have digits right after the decimal here, but to be know that either the dividend or the divisor do not have this wait a moment, do not have any cash operator, so it will still become integer. This is still considered as a literal integer. This one is still literal integer, so integer divided by integer is equal to 1, unless you make this one 7 has a cash operator of decimal, or you put it 5, or you can do both of it. You can put decimal cash operator on the both side. So why does x equal to 1? Because dividing to integer perform integer division. Yeah, dividing to integer perform integer division. Yes, this one is the correct answer. This line of code has an error. No, using the decimal data types truncates the fraction. No, integer data type truncates the fraction is correct, but using the decimal data types truncates the fraction isn't correct, is wrong. Okay, we have done until now. You can continue, and the summary here, your goal was to build an application that takes course information for a student, calculates the overall GPA, and display the result. To accomplish this, you declare and assign values to variables to different data types. Okay, I just declare some and assign values to variable different data types. Perform numeric operation like we did on the day 3, day 4, and use typecasting to achieve day 4 and use typecasting to achieve accurate result. Typecasting is day, if I remember, it's day 4, I think. You also use the write line method and character escape sequence to format the output. Character escape sequence was in the day 3. We are talking about a lot of string basic formatting, and we can complete the module. Yes, we did. You have earned 2 achievements. Yes. What is it? Oh, this one is next unit. But let me. So finally, we have done this part 1. But I guess I still have some tasks for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will just purely make notes, make a summary, make a good recap for this part. Write your first code using C# for a lot more understanding and knowledge, so I can just retain more my memory and my knowledge will not be gone, because I just did all of them one by one and I almost never check it out again. So I think it's best for tomorrow I will make a note for it. I will make a note from the write your first code, from the first learning path, from the module 1, module 2, module 3 until module 4. So the total numbers of the module actually is 4. The last 2 parts is just guided project. So I will be making notes summary tomorrow, maybe using like Illustrator or using some quick application in a website, or yeah, just see tomorrow. And I hope it can be more relatable with the life of programming and not just very theory or conceptual. I don't want to be like that. I guess it's the best that I can make a note that it's relate to our days, especially in 2024, and it can be used for my daily activity, for my programming stuff, and in the future will be useful for you guys. If you want to download it, you can download it in the comment in the description for tomorrow. I have, yeah, let's see this. I haven't done this, so I will finish the last part here. So decimal grid points, this one is 3. Okay, complete. Check your answer. Yes, submit and go to the next challenge. What is this? Okay, this one, the trophy. Write your first code using C#. I will just finish this tomorrow with the addition of notes or summarization. Okay, see you guys next tomorrow on the day 7, which is the quick recap, the summarization of the first part of C# Foundational by Microsoft. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you guys learn a lot and can progress with me. Okay, see you. Bye bye.